9/28, 2012 Dow Jones daily chart testing the 20-day simple moving average. We would like to know that we tested that 20-day that we talked about. We got below the 10-day simple moving average, and once again the bull rally got up here to the top as instructed to the MMTs with a very one. Look at all these days up here, and you could not break this initial high, and they were narrow range days. And today is options Friday expiration, and it's the end of the quarter for from the summer period. And when we opened on the Dow today, we had an opening on the Dow 13,485. We put a high in the Dow of 13,487 right away on the intraday day. Then we proceeded to go down to the intraday low, and remember, the time is 9:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time (MMT), and we hit a low of 13,367. And the Dow is currently well off of those lows, only down 54. And at the end of the quarter, it appears that from the overbought bull run at the major resistance levels, testing the 20-day simple moving average, the red line. This other line is called a 10-day simple moving average. So on this Friday option, end of the quarter, little bit of profit taking, little bit of bad news on the economic data, got things going on around the world, but nonetheless, it's bull and bear trades. And the thing about it is, when you get overbought, you got to pull back, and you're testing finally the 20-day simple moving average. I'm giving this update as a midday update. Half of the day has already been put in, and we're down 51 handles to 13,434. Remember, the low, the intraday low, was 13,367.27 at 9:46 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:28 at that support level right across here. So, the lower, this next, the 50-day moving average is way down here, right where this half daily breakout bar occurred on the Dow. Once it did that, I will draw that right up here to that high. Now that is put in, we can go from the same half bar right over here to where we can, bingo. This is where the narrow range pullback occurred below the 10-day. So we can take the same half bar here, and we can see that right through here that this is a gap down and a daily consolidation on a rising 20-day simple moving average in the Dow. That's what this same diagonal trend line means right here. So that means that the Dow is going to have to close above this upper trend line here, MMT. Okay, so once again, by taking a look at where we're at midday and at the end of the quarter, and where the pullback and where the resistance were, here's the half of that daily breakout bar. You have a rising 10-day and a rising 20 within the bull. However, the bull is getting top end and is having to have pullbacks, and it's the end of the quarter. People came right there at that 20-day moving average, and that's where the Dow finally got its support level from the low of 13,367.27. And we're trading right now during the midday part of the day at 13,437. And we're going to watch that every bull run has these kinds of patterns, and then they have dip buying at the moving averages, meaning that the 20 is always going to be the major support one. The 50-day moving average is right down here where this slightly above, well, it's right here where the white line is, 13,200. And here's the half bar support. Now we'll be looking at what this next level is if we were to sell down in volatility to test that 50-day moving average. That would be healthy for a bull run in the Dow, because you would like to see where they have some volatility and people on the sideline would want to enter. So once again, there's to the high of the breakout. There's your daily narrow range at resistances. Here's your left shoulder. It's pulling back. That's going to the left. Okay, this is a 3-day support level. That 10-day is there. The 10, though, the blue one, the 10-day simple moving average, is starting to roll over short term. These blue bars have been descending, called a moving average convergence divergence. Now, that's all standard technical analysis. It's not what we base our stuff on, but that's what the public looks at, and we'll make decisions on that. And as a market maker, we make different decisions, long and short, and what to do with the intraday price volatility that is coming back into the marketplace. The midday update on the Dow, quarterly midday update. Today's the last day of the quarter, so we've seen a little bit of where things were pumping. And once again, I've given the numbers MMT. Just remember the high was 13.4, or the open was 13.485. So we're below that opening bell, and we're at that support level. And we will keep you updated in MMTs. You're doing excellent with these option trades, and we're going to go through all of those next and update all of our power option plays that we've been doing. Here is the final update, intraday, quarterly end trade at midday market hours.